Many people believe that humans are the most violent and cruel creatures on Earth. They point to many instances in history where human beings have committed gruesome crimes against one another. However, it should be noted that there are many examples of how humans can be kind by nature and do good for one another. In today's video, we'll tell you a story of a homeless dog with a note and what happens to the dogs that are born on the street. Having to leave behind your pet is truly devastating. But the owner of a wonderful dog named Fatty McFat had no other choice. The woman was sick and left without her home. She realized that she could no longer take care of her beloved dog the way he deserved. The woman asked everyone she knew to help her and adopt the dog, but no one agreed. She then went on to contact 50 different animal rescue organizations, but they turned the woman away as soon as they'd heard that Fatty had an incident that involved biting a human. Feeling desperate, the woman made the hardest decision of her life. She left the dog at the doors of a vet clinic. Fatty was wrapped in his favorite blanket and had plenty of food and water in his crate. It's hard to even imagine what the woman must have felt at that moment. When the clinic staff found the dog, they immediately noticed the note. "My name is Fatty McFat. I am aggressive only because I'm scared. My owner loves me very much. I am their life. My human went homeless and found out they have a disease and cannot care for me. Please don't judge them. They tried to rehome me on many documented attempts. No one cared, attempted to vet. They did not care. Called the police, dog warden did not care. I know my human loves me because they were and are the only one who gave every attempt to save me. Love me and pamper me. It's not fair for me to live in a car, which I have been for 2 months, and my human cries every day that they are sorry and love me. I am very overly protective of my human and will bite anyone who comes near them or I feel is a threat. My human went homeless due to my biting. All my human wants is for me to have a chance to be treated with care, dignity, and love me no matter the outcome. My human is heartbroken and very sad it has come to this. No one would help Fatty McFat. This story didn't leave anyone at the clinic indifferent, so they decided to help Fatty. The staff checked him out, and Fatty turned out to be completely healthy, so they found a no-kill shelter and transferred him there. The employees of this shelter turned out to be wonderful people. They managed to track down Fatty's owner and told her that they would take care of her dog until she could reclaim him. This is one of those times where we have the room and we can help, Lisa Agresti, director of the foundation, said. But the story didn't end there. One of the local news channels spoke to Fatty's owner and found out the great news. The woman had already found a full-time job and was planning on getting Fatty back as soon as her financial situation improved. Until then, the staff and the volunteers of the Simon Foundation, where Fatty's at now, will happily take care of the adorable pit bull and give him all the love and attention he deserves. Fatty was very lucky to have met so many kind people. Unfortunately, most abandoned dogs don't get so lucky. If the animal doesn't get adopted from the shelter for a long time, it gets euthanized. And if a domestic animal ends up on the street, it doesn't usually survive for long since it's not used to living in such conditions. Unfortunately, poor animals often end up without a home due to various human problems. There are way too many of these animals in the world. There are 2 main ways an animal becomes homeless. The animal is either born on the street or the animal used to have a home, but ended up on the street. There are several reasons this could happen. The animal could get lost, it could get thrown out, its owner could die, and their relatives could throw the animal out. People are responsible for both kinds of homeless animals. After all, animals born on the street are the descendants of animals that once were domestic and got thrown out. They had their offspring on the street, and now all the future generations will continue to live on the street, unless someone breaks the cycle and adopts these animals. According to some scientists, stray dogs of the first type, the ones that were born homeless, are like wolves. They no longer fear humans or wild animals. As soon as they smell blood or see the slightest aggression from a person, they can attack. Biologists have noticed that stray dogs keep many of the ancient instincts of wild animals, which are lost to their domestic brethren. Compared to domestic dogs, stray dogs have higher adaptability to adverse environmental conditions and can enter into competitive relationships, not only with each other, but also with humans. Interspecies competition can arise from food sources, For example, with homeless people. Homeless dogs live in packs of 5 to 10 individuals, where each dog has a clear status and rule. They'd always have a leader, the strongest and most aggressive male. He is also the smartest one. He's great at choosing routes and plans of action, and he imposes his decisions on the pack. He's always accompanied by the guard, whose task is to mark the territory of the leader. The leader often has his own partner, a female with whom he forms the main couple. Not all dog packs prey on cats, but when at least one individual with hunting tendencies appears in the pack, other dogs begin to learn from their experience and the pack starts hunting together. Each member of the pack has a specific role. Scout dogs track down the prey and beaters drive their prey to the leader, who's hiding in ambush. If you encounter a pack of stray dogs on your way, try to be as confident and careful as possible. It's best to get around the pack of stray dogs, staying a few meters away to show that you do not claim their territory or food. Animals can bark at you, but this doesn't always mean that they will attack. This is how they show alertness and anxiety. Don't show your fear and don't run. A running person can be perceived as prey. If you are riding a bicycle or a scooter, it's better to get off it and walk past the dogs. Attempts to talk to dogs and look them in the eyes can be seen as aggression. Animals can smell food. If you're carrying it in your bag, you can try giving them a treat and then leaving carefully, but quickly. I hope you liked this video. Please share it and subscribe to our channel. Also, press the bell icon to never miss the update from our channel. Thank you.